Am I the asshole? For telling my wife to please get the hell out of my way. I was raised to always be helpful and polite. I like to hold the door open for people as an example. I always try to treat my wife with respect. She is a good person, but even if she weren't, I would. She has been trying to be like me lately, and it's driving me nuts. She cannot understand the time cop rule that two bits of matter cannot occupy the same space. She will hold the door for me, then stand in the way. When I hold the door for her, I stand to the side so she can pass. She cannot seem to get this concept. I have had to start traveling for work, and she drives me to the airport. I could Uber, but she says she likes the drive. We always stop for breakfast on the way, so it's a way for us to sneak in one more date before I'm gone for a while. So I will have my backpack on, and my rolling luggage in my hand. She will open the door, go through, and hold the storm door, but she will fully stand in the way. I have explained the concept of standing to the side. I've asked her to please just go through, and I will deal. I've tried leaving before her, so I can deal. I've even tried just standing inches away as she holds the door, and I cannot move forward. Nothing works. I was in a hurry yesterday because my flight was changed. We could still stop for breakfast, but we didn't have much leeway. And she would not get out of the way. I lost my cool and asked her to please get the hell out of the way because I needed to get to the car. She is mad at me and has brought up my rudeness at both our calls since she dropped me off. I think that I have been very patient, and she should have taken the hint before now. Just going off what you said, not the asshole, though her behavior is perplexing me, because I genuinely cannot comprehend anyone older than a toddler not knowing how to hold open a door. Is there some underlying issue here, and she's using the door thing to be passive-aggressive? IDK. She's acting weird. Edit spelling. Can I also add, if I'm holding the door and in the way, I'm generally just there so it doesn't slam in your face and you can grab it and control the door yourself from there. Like I'm waiting for you to grab the door so I can keep walking. Not necessarily to let you pass me. I probably would not have cussed, but I definitely would have been frustrated as ever, and would have told her to move. I don't understand why she just stands there. Info please, does she just stand and stare at you? Why does she just stand there? Given that you said you have tried multiple times to tell her, and even offered to Uber, I'm gonna go with flat, not the asshole. That behavior would make me crazy. Not the asshole. Just start doing it to her. Just stand in the way facing her and don't move. Make her choose between squeezing around you and telling you to move. And then ask her why, since it's how she does it. Not the asshole. My husband has a knack for always being in the way, so I get it. The amount of times in a day I say move is ridiculous. Not the asshole. Notice how in the story the wife never changes, admits she's wrong, or recognizes anything she's done. However, she's unable to drop when she feels slighted. This type of person is exhausting. A brief verbal snapping isn't great, but the words clearly don't get through her constant need to be right about everything. Being frustrated about a recurring situation and very mildly losing your temper for a second makes you not the asshole. She's opening the door for you to hand it to you. You're supposed to grab the door and she'll keep moving. It's a normal interaction. My partner and I do it all the time. Whoever gets there first opens it for the other. Sometimes we step to the side and let the pass, and other times hand it off to the other person before continuing on. Not the asshole. Mostly because it's an ongoing problem. You've talked to her repeatedly and she doesn't listen, so it only makes sense that you lost your cool. We've spent the past decade or so validating sadness and crying, but anger is just as valid a feeling as long as you don't express it violently, which you didn't. Not the asshole. Not sure what she expects you to do. In such case, go through her. Maybe you need to try that gently. Go at her, hug, and move her out. In any case, her behavior is weird. Not the asshole. You can explain the nice way 100 times, and it will never sink in. Maybe now she will understand. My wife is horrible for standing in a doorway or blocking my path when doing something, usually carrying something heavy. Some people never catch on. I don't think she's holding the door so you can go through. She's holding the door so it doesn't slam on you. She's holding until you take control of the door. Once you have control of the door, she will move forward. Not the asshole. This is a lesson most toddlers learn. How can she be this obtuse? She wants a kiss. Kiss her, say thank you for holding the door, then both of you walk in. Saying excuse me is a valid option. So you still had time to go to breakfast, but her standing in your way for a couple of extra seconds was a game changer. I don't get it, but if it bothers you that much, talk to her at a time she isn't doing it, and explain it makes you see red and say nasty things. Some folks don't get a hint, and need to be told in a calm manner. Not the asshole. I have to loll at everyone latching on to OP saying, "Help! Keep clutching your pearls, boomer." She's not holding the door for you. She's making sure it doesn't slam in your face when you follow her. Stick your arm out to grab the door while she's holding it. This is a fairly common way to do things. You're the asshole for not just saying, "Excuse me." My wife prefers to see which way I'm going in the kitchen while I'm making dinner for us as well as our kids, then take the same path. It's like a game of chicken where you're going purely off instinct for her. And the risk of choosing incorrectly with zero revisation of said decision allowed is significant. Love her, and always will, but Diamond. Where's that song by Ludacris when you need it? And yes, AITA. This is actually really bizarre to me. How does someone not understand they're in the way? Not the asshole. How does she drive with such poor special awareness? Not the asshole. If she can't hold a door for someone else without blocking it, then the response is on her. Who gives two shits if you are or aren't? Peace and communication and a happy home are most important. Explain your frustrations in depth, but apologize for speaking to her that way. You are allowed to have moments of dumb, but don't attempt to find justification online. Soda, you say she can't take the hint. How about clearly communicating what's going on and what the problem is? When she does this, she likely expects you will catch the open door with your foot or against your body and will let go of the door as soon as you securely have it.